Well, good morning, everybody. I'm so glad that you're here with us this morning and that you've been able to take the time to join us for our webinar. My name is Hilda Langgle, and I'm the ACT Program Manager at NOCE. ACT stands for Adult College and Career Transitions Program. And we've been planning this webinar series for a few weeks now, and we hope that today you will be inspired with some new ideas and information. We have guest speakers here from our sister colleges, both Fullerton and Cypress College, that are going to be sharing a lot of beginning information and also a little bit more details that can help you make decisions and get informed about your options at the colleges. But before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to thank the committee that helped me plan this session. At the top of your bar here, if you look at the screen, I don't know if you've set it so that you can see more than myself speaking or several other people, but if those of you who are here from the planning committee would wave and say hi to our attendees. Thank you guys so much for all of your help. I'd like to introduce Belinda Sanchez. Belinda is going to be my co-moderator, and she's going to be monitoring the chat function and will be able to answer any questions that you might have. We ask that you ask your questions through the chat, or at the end of each session. We have 5 or 6 presentations today. Each one is about 5 to 15 minutes depending on the topic, and we'll take your questions at the end of each presentation. So when you're ready to ask a question, if you would use the, you can unmute yourself during the time that you want to ask the question, or you can use the chat function. So I wanted to start by sharing with you a little bit of a very short video that we took last year at our Dream Your Future event.
When we hear the word dream, we often think of something unattainable, pie in the sky. Although they say that dreaming, or in other words, envisioning the future, is the very important first step towards setting goals and then specific steps or plans towards achieving them. And as you know, it is oftentimes our dreams that keep us motivated and inspired and allow us not to give up, even in the toughest of circumstances. One of the most proven ways of getting closer to your dream is to actually write it down and put it somewhere where you can see it every day, and to actually read it every day and ask yourself, how am I getting closer to my dream today? So with that said, I hope you dream big, have a wonderful day, and also know that here at North Orange Continuing Education, we have many programs and services that can serve as your tools to help you realize your dreams. Thank you.
As I mentioned, our planning committee is here, and then we also have quite a nice lineup of guest speakers from Fullerton College and Cypress College. Everybody from Fullerton College who's here to represent, can you give a big whoop whoop?
Yeah, I'm here.
Whoop, whoop. Awesome, thank you. And everybody who's here from Cypress College, can you do the same thing? Let's see your faces. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you all so much for taking the time to be here today. We're happy that you're here. We're going to go ahead and get started now with our presentation that we have planned for you. But before we do that, you'll see the agenda there on the left-hand side of your screen. We want to help you move to the colleges. Our sister colleges are Fullerton and Cypress College, or other colleges in the area if you are majoring in something that has a program that our sister colleges don't have. So we want to share with you the benefits of attending community colleges, the higher education degree options, and then we're going to introduce you to some college students. In the past years, and even most recently in the last few weeks, we've had NOCE students who made the transition from NOCE to Cypress and Fullerton College and other colleges and universities in the area. So we have a nice group of students here that are going to talk with you about that. at the very end, we're going to just mention a very important program that we want to make sure you know about that really does put college within everybody's reach. It's the Promise program. And then we will take all kinds of question and answers from our students, and we look forward to interacting with you. All right, I'd like to invite Melissa and Kassandra to go ahead and get started. You'll see here on your screen the websites for both colleges for your information, and the lovely picture in the middle of your screen is of Kassandra with two of her student ambassadors, and the photo on the right is, I'm sorry, I said Kassandra, I meant to say Melissa, and it's Kassandra on the right from Cypress College. Would you guys go ahead and get started?
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for having us here today to give you some information about Fullerton College. So if you can see here, I'm just going to go through a few slides with you. So again, my name is Melissa Serrato. I am the Marketing and Outreach Assistant over at Fullerton College. I work in the Office of Campus Communications, and a big part of my job is just kind of communicating exactly some of the great things that we have at Fullerton College, the programs, the offerings, the support programs. And what I'd like to talk to you today about is community college benefits in general. Speaking from personal experience, I am a community college grad as well. So I know firsthand that the benefits from attending community college. I was also attending as a reentry adult, so I didn't go right out of college right out of high school to college. I went just a short time after. So if you ever have questions about that transition, feel free to contact me, and I'll include my contact information at the end. Some of the benefits of community college in general is that there is about 115 colleges to choose from when it comes to making a choice of where you want to go. So you can choose anywhere in California to earn an associate degree or to earn a certificate at a community college. So it's always readily available to you. Another great benefit is that it's an opportunity to increase your earning potential. So for some students, they want to start in a job right away, and they choose to earn a certificate that will get them a really great paying job. It also increases your earning potential when you have multiple degrees. So if you are studying in different areas, that can definitely be a benefit as well. The affordability of community college is a great reason why people decide to attend community college. It's relatively very affordable, $46 a unit you could probably take 12 to 15 units in one semester, and you would be spending about only less than a third of what you would spend at a university. So the affordable factor is definitely something to consider when you are choosing where to go to college. Flexibility. So community colleges also offer a lot of flexibility when it comes to your managing of your time, your family obligations, when you have time to go to school. They offer a number of classes during the day and the evening. So you can pretty much schedule classes at the time that is relatively great for you. The other thing is it also gives you a great tool for exploration. So it's a benefit if you don't really know what you want to do and you don't have a real clear understanding of your personal goals. You know, we have counselors available that can help you explore different careers and different majors. Some of the top 5 reasons that students choose to attend Fullerton College among those 115 community colleges are that one of them is we're the #1 school for transfers to the CSU. Just this past year, we achieved that for the second time in the last 3 years. So we were really proud of that achievement. And most of our students also were the #1 transfer to Cal State Fullerton. So if a goal of yours is to transfer to Cal State Fullerton, we recommend that you come see us and talk to our transfer center about those options. We also offer more than 100 programs, including associate degrees and certificates. So we have various programs that I'll get into in the next slide. The third reason people attend Fullerton College is that we offer the free tuition with the Promise program. And we have a Promise representative here today that will give you some information about that. And then also we're a big college with a small field. So what that means is we have probably about 22,000 students, and all of the classes are about anywhere from 30 to 40 students at the most, maybe 45 students. So small classes, you really do get to know your professors. They take time to talk to you and to mentor you when you need it. So again, that's just a big college with a small field. And then we also have a strong legacy and commitment to student success. So Fullerton College has been around for more than 100 years. And we've built a legacy in the community and a legacy of great education for a fraction of the price that you would pay at a university. Right here, I'm going to give you some information about some of our top associate degree programs and certificate programs. As you can see right there on the left, last year we awarded a little more than 2,900 degrees. That's including an associate degrees and associate for transfer degrees. So right there are the top 5 areas of study. Last year, business management was a top one. It's been a top one for quite a few years now. Microbiology, that was one that we had not seen up on the list. Child development and education studies, psychology and biology. And then again, we have a number of other programs that are also, these are just the top 5. And then our certificate programs there also give you some insight into some of the great certificate programs that we offer. Cosmetology is a very popular one, including welding and automotive. So if you're interested in earning a certificate and getting right into the work field, then we recommend that you take a look at some of our certificate programs and talk to some of our CTE counselors that can help you get to that. I've listed the websites there on the bottom to kind of give you some information about the programs. The catalog provides you a great resource of how, what classes are needed to get to certain degrees and certain certificates. But it's always important for you to speak to a counselor when it comes to deciding on what program you're gonna, what program of study you're going to take. And lastly, I just want to give you some information about some of our support programs and resources to help you succeed. And I know, again, with this webinar, we're going to continue to give you more information as we go along and in the coming webinars. But this is just a list of some of the support programs that we offer at Fullerton College, including the ESL program, Adult Reentry Connect, which is specifically for adults that have not traditionally gone from high school to college. And then, so you're grouped with other like-minded students that are around the same age as you. The Puente program, EOPS and CARE also provide financial support for those of you that are in need of financial aid. And then our foster youth programs and our food bank and bus pass program. So bus pass program is pretty unique because that was implemented last year, and that provides you with a free bus pass to go anywhere in OC on OCTA. Once you become a student at Fullerton College, you're automatically eligible for the free bus pass program. So just a couple of things to take in mind as you start to decide where you'd like to continue your education. And I'll hand it back over to you, Linda.
Thank you so much, Melissa. That was really a nice overview of the college. I appreciate it. I'm going to ask Kassandra if you'd like to go ahead and share your screen.
So my name is Kassandra Abreu. I'm the coordinator for the Charter Experience Program. I coordinate outreach on campus and campus tours, which I can't wait to give you all hopefully once we're all able to be back on campus. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the amazing programs that we have available for students at Cypress College. A lot of our career technical education programs are very popular, along with our health science programs. So if you have interest in any of that, feel free to message questions in the chat, and I'll provide my email at the end of my presentation, and so that way you can feel free to reach out and ask any questions that you might have. So let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm actually going to share a video, our mascot Charlie the Charger, kind of going through different departments and showing you what different programs are available for our students. Charlie the Charger goes to Cypress College. I hope that kind of shows you the amazing opportunities that we have available for students at Cypress College. We're so proud of the amazing programs that we're able to provide to students. And if you have questions about any of that, feel free to reach out later when I provide my email. If you're interested in any of those programs. In addition to this, we also have our 2 years free tuition, which I heard that we'll be getting to talk about a little more later. So I just want to introduce myself, let you know that at Cypress, you'll be well taken care of. We have a lot of amazing opportunities for our students, and we hope to see you all soon. So I'll conclude with that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cassandra. I really appreciate that. And thank you too, Melissa. I think that we had a great overview of both of the colleges, and I'm looking forward to the day when we can take a tour in person on both of the campuses to get a little bit more hands-on information. But for now, that was a great opportunity for us to take a look. Go ahead and ask Jacquelyn if you'd like to go ahead and get started talking about the higher education system in the United States and most especially California, and then introducing the educational opportunities. Jacquelyn is one of the counselors from Fullerton College, and she also coordinates the Reentry Connect program. Jacquelyn, would you like to get started?
Yes, thank you, Linda. Good morning, everybody. As Linda explained, I'm Jacquelyn Johnston. I'm one of the counselors at Fullerton College, and I also coordinate our Reentry Connect program. And welcome, everybody. And we're going to talk a little bit about the higher education system and what offerings you have at Fullerton College, as well as advanced past that. So when we want to address what the different types of colleges that you can go to. So we have California community colleges, for example, Fullerton and Cypress, where we offer associate's degrees and certificates. You will notice that I will talk a little bit about more in our presentation that some community colleges do offer bachelor's degrees, but that's extremely rare. Anybody can attend a California community college. You don't need a high school diploma, GED, or HiSET. We accept anybody and everybody. The Cal State University system, so for example, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Long Beach, these are bachelor degree and graduate degree granting institutions. So if you're thinking about getting a bachelor's degree, a master's, or a PhD, educational doctorate, this would be where you would get them. You have to apply and be admitted. So there are certain standards that you do have to meet. And when you decide that you want to go to one of those schools, meeting with one of your counselors to talk about what those requirements are going to be great. And we'll go a little bit more into that as well. The University of California, so for example, Irvine and UCLA, so Los Angeles, these are bachelor and degree granting institutions, and you have to apply and be admitted. There are 23 Cal States, and there are 9 UC campuses. There are technically 10, but one of those, UC San Francisco, only offers graduate degrees. And then there are private institutions. So our most local are going to be Biola and Chapman. These schools they're not a state-funded school, so they are going to be a little bit more expensive. They may offer associate's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and graduate degrees as well. And once again, you have to apply to be admitted. Then we're going to move on to the different types of degrees. So here we have the certificates. So certificates are available at Fullerton College, and they've already been mentioned. We do have great certificate programs at Fullerton College, and these are specializations in just one area. So meaning you don't want to take general education. You want to go to school to further advance possibly your career or be open to career. So we mentioned cosmetology earlier. So that's one of our great certificate programs where if you get the certificate in cosmetology, you can go out and start working in the field. And that's essentially what certificates are for. They range anywhere from about 7 units to 40 units. So depending on what type of level you're looking for or what type of job, they're going to vary based off of what the California standards are. So for instance, cosmetology is going to be about a year program, and so it's going to be a little bit more in the middle. We do have various level certificates. So we have like level 1 through level 3, and then they just get more advanced as you go along. And typically you can be workforce ready anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. Once again, it just depends on that particular certificate and major in mind. Then as far as the degrees, so associate's degrees, these will be completed at a California community college, typically takes 2 to 4 years. It really just depends on that major. So some majors are going to be a little bit more extensive than others. And some of them possibly could be 2 years based off of your level of math and English. For a bachelor's degree, this will be completed at a Cal State, UC, private institutions, and some community colleges, and one of those is Cypress. They have their bachelor's in mortuary science that you can get from their campus. Typically, a bachelor's takes 4 to 5 years. If you're entering as a freshman, so meaning you applied straight into the Cal State, you never attended a community college, or 2 to 3 years as a transfer student. Once again, it does depend on that major. So we do have some majors that are called high unit majors. There's typically science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And you will have more units that you'll have to take in order to complete those degrees. So that's where it could vary on that side of 3. Graduate degrees, masters, PhDs, doctor of physical therapy, judicial degree, your psych degree, your medical degree, or a doctorate degree, and so many others. These will be completed at the Cal States, UCs, or private institutions. And they vary anywhere from 2 to 6 years. Typically a master is 2 to 3. And then those graduate degrees that are above that, the doctorates, those are going to be a little bit more extensive, anywhere from 3 to 6. And as the lovely sequential goes in, is that associate's degree, and then a higher is bachelor's degree, and then the highest you can get is the graduate degree. So as far as the community college associate's degrees, there are actually 2 different types that you can receive in arts and science. And for that one, it requires 60 degree applicable units. And so that's going to be made up of approximately 24 general education courses, and then a minimum of 18 major prep units. And if we take both of those combined, you have to reach the 60. So you may have some electives, is that possible? I do want to mention that a caveat is that there are some majors that have 40 units of major prep that you have to take, and those are going to be those high unit majors or those specializations. So for instance, if you're thinking, possibly an engineering technician or an associate's degree in nursing, which is offered at Cypress College. The average time is anywhere from 2 to 4 years. Like I mentioned earlier, it all depends on what your major is. So let's say if your associate's degree major prep is 40 units, then it'll probably take you closer to that 4. If let's say it's around the 18 units and you come in at math and English at college level, it'll be closer to the 2. And it also depends on if you're part-time or full-time. The associate's degree for transfers, these are specifically designed for Cal State universities, and they're in the most popular majors. So business, psychology, sociology, English, history, political science are some of the few. You will need 60 CSU transferable units, which is a little bit different than the degrees. You'll need approximately 39 units of Cal State general education, and then a minimum of 18 units major prep. This typically not more than 30 units of major prep required for the degrees for transfer. The average time of completion is once again 2 to 4 years, depending on that major prep, part-time, full-time. And so it's great for you to speak with a counselor to discuss which option is best for you. If you do see yourself going for a bachelor's degree one day, we typically suggest the degree for transfer if that is an option for you. Then we'll move on to bachelor's degrees. So bachelor's degrees will require 120 semester or 190 quarter units. So when we think about as a transfer student, you will be taking 60 units typically at a community college, and then you'll take your last 60 over at your Cal State, UC, or private school. It requires general education courses, which vary depending on the institution. We do have what we call the Cal State General Education and the Intersegmental General Education Transfer Curriculum. If you complete those at Fullerton College or Cypress College or any community college, once you transfer, you only have to complete 3 upper division. And then at the UCs, it varies. And then if we are looking at private schools will come up with their own general education requirements. So that's why it varies. It does require your major prep courses that are going to be specific to your major. So if, let's say you are a transfer student and you have completed a degree for transfer, all of your major preps are going to be upper division. If, let's say, you decide to go in straight as a freshman student as an option, you will be taking lower division and upper division. And this is when things get more specific. As far as your graduate degrees, the units really depend on whether or not you're getting a master's degree, PhD, PsyD, JD. A master's is typically 30 to 40 units. So for instance, I have my master's degree in college counseling and mine was 42 units. And then PhDs typically take about 6 years, and it really just depends on how much time you can really commit to them. Graduate degrees focuses solely on your major. There's no general education. It's just whatever your specific focus is. And then most require a bachelor's degree as an admission requirement. And then we'll continue on. And so switching gears a little bit about the Reentry Connect program. I've been the counselor coordinator. This will be going into my 3rd year for the program. We provide support to non-traditional students through their academic journey who identify as over the age of 24, returning to college regardless of whether or not you came for a semester and you left and you're coming back for a year after a year break. If you are married or if you're a parent, we really want to try to help the non-traditional population. And so some of the benefits and services that we offer is that we have student success workshops, one-on-one counseling appointments with either myself or the other counselor, Jenna Lai. And then we have social events. We have weekly newsletters where we send out information about campus resources, information, scholarships, internships. And then if you attend a set amount of our events, and on the website we have more information, you are eligible for a bookstore supply card that you can be used for textbooks, could be used for supplies, could be used to buy online programs for your classes. And we have listed our website there. If you go to our, that's our email, sorry. I'll put our website in the chat. And just contact us at Reentry Connect at our email, and then we'll be happy to sign you up for the newsletter, happy to send you any information or answer any questions that you have.
I'd like to introduce you to Hilda Rivera. She's the NOCE ESL Mentorship Program Manager. And we've gathered together today a group of students from Fullerton College and Cypress College. You can see their names there on the screen. And we really thank all of you for being here today and taking time out of your schedule. I know that finals are they this week or they're coming up next week for you guys?
Hi, good morning, everybody. How everybody's doing? You know, after hearing the presentations, I feel like going back to college again. I'm like, I want that, I want that, I want that. So I hope everybody's excited. You see all of the opportunities. And, you know, for many of us, everything, the idea of going to college started with presentations like this one, where, you know, you are going through high school or learning English and you know you want more for yourself, but you don't know how to do it or what to study. And this gives you the opportunity to get in touch with people that will guide you and that are very knowledgeable in their campuses, Fullerton or Cypress. And it actually depends on where you want to go, what you want to do with your education in the future. You might be thinking, well, right now it's too early, I barely know English, or I barely studied the high school program, or I'm ready. This starts your planning process of thinking, okay, a year from now, or 2 years, or 3 years from now, this is where I want to go. And that's why we have our student panels that have gone through the process and are here to guide you and tell you ideas, and more than anything, share their experiences. And I'm gonna ask them to introduce themselves. So we're gonna start with Aurora. Aurora, will you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Aurora Rodriguez. I'm a former student at Fullerton College. Finished my cosmetology program. I have my license, state board license, and actually right now I'm finishing also my associate degree in science.
Thank you. Jude?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jude, and I currently attend Cypress College studying biology so I can pursue a career in dentistry.
Thank you. Oscar?
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Oscar Covarrubias. I am mentor in the ESL Mentorship Program.
And Richard? We're gonna move on to Sean.
I am a computer science major. I'm pursuing my degree in computer science so I can one day become like a researcher for computer science stuff.
Thank you. Trinity?
Hi, good morning. I'm Trinity Key, and I am the first year film student at Fullerton College.
Thank you. See? And look how happy they look, and they are going through finals, right? They have so much energy and enthusiasm. So next week, you'll be free, right? Most of you?
Yes.
Summer school.
Yeah. Keep going, don't stop. You'll get out sooner. Okay, so we're gonna have some questions. We're gonna start with Aurora again. Aurora, what are you studying and why?
At the moment, I'm finishing my associate in science, and I start as I was a student of NOCE, ESL classes. From there, I went to my high school, and when I started, I was like, I want more. So I was, at the moment, I'm still in the CalWorks program. So they offered me to continue my education in college. So I went to Fullerton College, and I met with my counselor, and they said, education. From there, I started with a cosmetology program, a whole year, and I finished it. I got my license, my certificate, and said, like, okay, I want to do my general education, get my associate, and that's what I'm doing, finishing my associate.
Thank you. Jude? The same question.
I'm studying biology so I can pursue a career in dentistry, and I came to this process of deciding to become a biology major is just by taking a career test. I didn't always know what I wanted to do, so this actually helped me.
Okay, good. So they are helpful. Thank you, Jude. Oscar, same question.
Okay, I am former in ESL program, but right now I am studying hospitality in the Hotel, Restaurant, and Culinary Art program from Cypress College.
Trinity, same question.
Okay, I'm a film major, and originally I was going to be a music major, but I took a class in high school, and it really opened my eyes because I got to be a lead director of something and a production. We did a lip dub. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is, but it's basically like a music video, so it really inspired me. So that's why I wanted to be a film major.
Thank you. We're going to move on to a different question, and we're going to start again with Aurora. Aurora, can you tell us about your journey? How did you decided, or how did you get to higher education?
Well, as I already mentioned, I started first as ESL student. From there, my professors told me, do you high school? And yeah, I want to continue my education, and I already have a background of going to private school, but not having my high school from here. It stopped me for work. So I said, like, okay, if I'm gonna continue it, I have to continue my high school. From there, continue with my college and finishing my associates now.
Thank you, Aurora. And students attending the webinar, please pay attention that we have different students with different life stories, different ages, and very diverse. So that means that higher education is possible for everybody. So yes, pay attention to what they are telling you, because that is gonna help you make a decision about your next steps. And also, what I hear from most of the students is they listen to someone, either the instructor or the counselor or a staff member, but they are always listening and asking questions. Jude, can you answer the same question? Tell us about your journey.
Yes, so in high school, I knew I wanted to continue my education, but I just didn't know where until I took a tour at Cypress College, and I decided this was the best fit for me, and because of the many programs that they offer.
Thank you. Oscar, same question.
Okay, well, I started 4 years ago in NOCE studying ESL classes. And after talk with the instructor and the counselor there, then I moved forward to the ESL program in Fullerton College by myself, asking anything, asking every department. And then during the ESL program, while I was studying there, I asked to the counselor and the teacher about the WISH program, and I found the passion in the hospitality field. So then I got to study in Cypress College.
Thank you. Sean?
So I don't know when it cut off earlier, but like I said, during high school, I wanted to be a physics major. And it wasn't until I took that career exploration class at Cypress where I thought that the career in computer science would be better suited for me, because just the way we explored career options and stuff like that, it really kind of helped me cement that decision.
Thank you. Trinity?
I knew I wanted to be a film major about February of my senior year. That's when the whole production we did was ended and everything was finished, and I was so happy with the product. So then I met with the counselor, and the best college they recommended was Fullerton College, for our community college to start off with. So I picked Fullerton College because it was the best one presented to me.
Thank you. We're gonna move on to the next question, and we're gonna start again with Aurora. Aurora, why did you select Fullerton College, or the college that you are attending?
Well, because I live in Anaheim, so Fullerton College closes where I live, and also my kids there were in junior high school. There's next to the Fullerton College, so primarily that's why I select Fullerton College.
Thank you. Jude?
I chose Cypress College because it was when I went to go visit the campus, it was very welcoming, and I had a lot of programs that fit best for me. So.
Thank you. Oscar?
Well, after going to NOCE, then Fullerton, and now Cypress, I choose this one because it's the only one that offered this program.
Okay. Thank you. Sean?
It was one really close to me, and two, the free first year when I applied was a really big factor in that. So yeah.
So can you tell us what free first year means?
So it was part of the Charge Experience program. My high school had a day where we met with counselors, and that's when I first kind of got involved and knew what that meant. It was just incoming freshmen coming from high schools. I'm not sure what the changed from first year to from free first year to free first 2 years now. So I'm not sure what else has changed in that aspect. But from when I was there, the free first year for the unit courses and stuff like that were free. So it kind of affected my decision in a big way.
Right? Saving money.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
Means, yeah. That's a big factor, yes. Thank you. Trinity?
Fullerton College is the closest community college to me. And again, it's like the best option I felt like that my counselors and I discussed and looked over.
Thank you. Students attending the webinar, do you have any questions so far? And if not, at the end, we're gonna have some time. Write down your questions or put them in the chat room, and we can answer any questions you may have. Moving on to the next question, and we're going to start with Aurora again. Aurora, are there any college programs or extracurricular activities that you participate in? Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Well, right now I'm working as a student ambassador for the CT department for career and technical education. And we, as an ambassador, we walk through the whole campus. We talk about the careers that we offer, like child development, architecture, auto tech, manufacturing, cosmetology. And we go into the classroom, and the professors are able to show them what is the class about, not just theoretical, also hands-on. That's pretty much what I'm involved with.
Thank you. That's really wonderful.
Hi, Hilda. This is Martha with Career Ed at Fullerton College, and Aurora is part of my CTE team, and she's amazing. She's a great ambassador for promoting awareness of CTE at Fullerton College. So we are really happy to have her on board.
Thank you, Martha. So great to see you.
So great to see you. Sorry. Hi, Linda.
Jude, same question.
So there are two programs that I actually really enjoy at Cypress College. One of them is the STEM program, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And so with this program, you get to meet with your career counselor. So she plans out all the schedule and all your classes that you need to take in order to get to finish all your major requirements. And also they offer workshops, and they invite special guests to speak about like the careers that they pursued in the STEM career field. And the second program that I really enjoy is the LRC, the Learning Resource Center, which is like you can have a one-on-one tutoring for any subject. And that has helped me a lot throughout my college years. Yeah,
Tutoring is the key, in my opinion. I had a tutor for everything when I went to college. Oscar?
From NOCE, I know the program ESL Mentorship, but also they have workshops like how could you make your resume, your interview for a job. From Fullerton College, I get a workshop from manage your time, stress during the finals. And from Cypress College, I get field trips to hotels. Well, I am a student in hospitality. We went to hotels to check the operation, the real operation that is happening in a hotel and restaurants over there.
Thank you. Sean?
So like Jude, I'm also part of the STEM Squared program. And I want to piggyback on that and say that it's been very useful for me, especially the workshops and the specific counselors that they have, because I feel like it's a lot more directed towards STEM students, and I get to connect with STEM students and people from STEM a lot more using that program. So I feel like it can't be understated how important that was for me.
Thank you. Trinity?
I'm a Fullerton College student ambassador. So basically I give tours, I go to college fairs. I'm there to help anyone who really needs it. But I really enjoy it. I actually had the opportunity to give a tour with Aurora a couple weeks ago before this all happened. But exactly, we went into different shops like welding, and we got to show them hands-on experiences. So maybe after all this is over, you guys want to book a tour with Fullerton, you guys should do it.
Thank you. We're going to go to the next question, and we're going to start with Aurora again. And Aurora, one top tip that you will give to students considering going to your college?
Well, right now that I'm a student there and I'm ambassador, every time that you have the opportunity to have a tour to the college, go to it and meet the counselors. You're able to talk to professors and you feel welcome there, because there's gonna be your other family. And if you feel welcome there, you're gonna be happy and you're gonna succeed. Like in Fullerton College, we have a I love the professors, all the staff. They're welcome, everyone.
Thank you. Jude?
So one important thing that I learned going into a community college is always have a planner. I never used a planner throughout my high school years, but just using a planner in college has helped me stay organized and be holding accountability to myself.
Yes, time management. It's the key. Yeah, thank you. That was really good. Oscar?
Well, my top team for the college and for everything in the life, I think is don't feel afraid to ask anything. Ask to the counselor, ask to the instructors, ask to everyone, wherever you want to know, because it's really important. Have the answer for everything.
Thank you. Sean?
My top tip is to get involved, whether that's through specific programs, specific clubs. And like Oscar said, getting involved in academics means asking questions. I know I didn't ask as many questions as I should have the first time I was at Cypress, but it really is a big part of that.
Yes, I like that. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Always go to your counselors, to your instructors, to staff. That's gonna make a difference. Trinity?
My one tip would be to treat college like a job. Really schedule out your day as if like you were going to work. Give yourself 15-minute breaks and lunch breaks. Actually log in your time of what you're spending your time in order for you to succeed. It's good to know where you're going, how you can improve. So definitely treat it like a job.
Thank you. That's really good. And this is gonna be the last question. Aurora, after finishing your studies at your college, what is your goal or plan?
Okay, well, this semester, hopefully is gonna be my last one. So, yeah, I'm planning to start hands-on on cosmetology, getting practice on it, and applying in 3 years back to college, but now become an instructor of cosmetology. And who knows, maybe become one of the instructors at Fullerton College, become a professor there.
Nice. So that's very exciting. Jude?
So my goal is to transfer. I still don't know where. I do have a year to figure that out. But I do want to continue my education and receive a bachelor's degree.
Very good. Oscar?
Well, I get my bachelor degree from Mexico, so my plan is going to Poly Pomona as a transfer to take a master over there.
Thank you. Sean?
So for me, I do want to keep going with computer science. I want to transfer after Cypress. Where to go after that, career-wise, I'm down for anything computer science, really.
Thank you. Trinity?
I want to continue my education, so I do want to transfer to another college. But after that, I just plan on doing internships and making my way through because my business is a little weird. So that's what I plan on doing.
Thank you. So see, all of them are right now involved in their education. Key things that I heard is time management, asking questions, going to your counselor, and have a plan for your next step. All of them say, I'm gonna transfer and I'm gonna continue. None of them said, I'm done, this is the end, right? So that's exciting to hear that you're planning ahead, even though you guys are so young. You're planning ahead, you're staying positive. That's really good. Okay, and as Linda mentioned, I'm the special project manager for a mentorship program, and I'm putting my information in the chat room. And what I do is I assist the students in transferring from NOCE to Fullerton or Cypress College. So if you're interested in transferring, you can reach out to me and the information is right there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the panelists. You did great.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Hilda. You guys really had some great information and good tips that you shared with our students this morning. Thank you so much for taking the time, especially this week right before finals.
Yes.
So, Linda, Hilda, we actually had one question. It was from one of our counselors, and she, Con is one of our counselors. She mentioned if students, the student panel can provide any suggestions on how we can be more effective. I'm assuming this is in terms of helping students transition.
Yeah, I saw that question, and actually I spoke with Con offline, and we are going to schedule a separate session with more of our counselors and all of you panelists, if you're willing, at some point in the future after finals, to give us a little bit of feedback about what it would be that we could do to help from a counseling perspective to be even more effective.
Of course. Yes, Tommy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and see if there's any other questions. Not right now?
We don't have any other questions on the chat, just we have a couple of counseling classes that people have posted that are offered at Fullerton, and we also have a session coming up tomorrow on college and career exploration.
Yes.
Or major exploration. So
right. So with our Dream Your Future webinar series, our second one is tomorrow on the topic of career exploration. And both Sean and Jude talked about how taking those type of tests and guidance from the career centers can really help you choose a major that fits your personality and fits your needs. So I hope that everybody can take advantage of that. Melissa and Jacquelyn, also Kassandra, would you like to comment on the classes that are available this summer in terms of career counseling?
Yeah, there are several counseling classes available. Again, if you go to our website and you click on the schedule of classes, open classes for the summer, there is a list of classes that are still open and available for students to add those classes to their schedule. Again, all of our work is going to be remote this summer, so you'll be learning online. And including in the fall as well. So, but if you need help, there's plenty of resources available that can help you. We have remote services right now in admissions and records and in counseling that can help you get those classes if you need help registering.
Very good. Okay, well, with that, let's go ahead and move on to the next part of our presentation. We're a few minutes over 1 hour at this point. It's 11:35. So hopefully you have another 5 minutes to spend with us, because the next little bit of information is just an introduction to financial aid. We wanted to make sure that you've got information on financial aid in a very complete manner. So a week from tomorrow, in the afternoon, we're going to be talking about financial aid as the topic for the for the Dream Your Future session. And you'll get a complete overview. But for today, both Kassandra Abreu from Cypress College and Angel Ramirez from Fullerton College are here to talk about the Promise program. Would you guys like to introduce that topic, please?
So hello everyone, my name is Angel Ramirez. I am one of the Promise coaches at Fullerton College. I really just wanted to introduce myself and show a familiar face at our campus. I'm representing the Promise program specifically, we'll be just getting into that right now.
So the Promise program, Promise program, Pledge program, you've probably heard a few different things. So we call it our Charger Experience program, which I asked my supervisor and you would all be able to be a part of, which is a program that kind of just helps guide you through the process of transitioning to Cypress College and higher education in general. We have our 2 years tuition free. So there are certain qualifications that you would need. You'd have to be a first-time college student. So that means that you wouldn't have taken any 4-credit classes in order to be a part of the 2 years tuition free. But that doesn't mean that you won't get any help with financially for college at all, because there are other things like that are up on your screen, like grants, there are fee waivers, there are loans, there's work study, there's scholarships, plenty of other great things that you might qualify for. So we have an amazing financial aid team at Cypress College, and that are available to help you and answer any questions that you might have if you need help financing your higher education. So we're really proud of our program because we offer you help. We help contact financial aid for you, and we have great supporting events like events where you can meet with career counselors, events where you get to meet other students. We help you build a peer support network. We want to make sure that you're completing your goals in a timely manner. We have counselors. We have priority registration at Cypress College. I know Fullerton College has also a similar program at their campus where they have coaches and everyone to help you. So don't think that when you're alone and when you come to Cypress or Fullerton that you're in it alone. As you can see, we have a great support network that is here to help you on your journey, whether that's like helping you contact financial aid to see what you might apply for, helping you fill out your promise agreement, and the steps to take next. So please utilize all those resources. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted me to cover, Linda?
No, just the overview of the Promise program. We have Nishad Marate from Cypress College joining us a week from tomorrow, giving a 20-minute presentation on financial aid. And we hope everybody that's attending today would be able to attend the next session to get complete information on financial aid. But thank you so much, Kassandra, for introducing the Promise program.
Yes, Nishad is great. So if you have any questions about financial aid, or if you're thinking about it, kind of write them down now, because he's a really great resource to know, and I'm sure he'll provide his information so you can reach out to him. So kind of start thinking about those questions if you have them, folks.
Angel, is there anything else you'd like to add to the conversation about the Promise program?
So just specifically, I was gonna just say right now after this webinar, I'm gonna stick around in the chat. So if you have any specific questions in regards to the Promise program at Fullerton College, I will be more than happy to respond to you. I'm gonna provide our most updated Promise website. And then also I will provide our outreach website, because on there we have a video series that we've tailored for students that are interested in knowing all the steps as to being a part of our Promise program. So you can just familiarize yourself with those steps right now, or whenever you're ready, you're more than welcome to reach out to us at any time. Okay? And thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for letting me join in and just kind of give a share about that.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Okay, well, we're at the end of our session for today, but I wanted to make sure that everybody who's here is well aware that we have another session available tomorrow in our 3-session virtual conference of Dream Your Future. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, our career counselor from Cypress College Career Planning Center, Vanessa Rubenfeld, will provide some of the information that might help you choose a major that would be a really good fit based on your own interests, and then that of course gives you career options that will fit you as well. The following week on Thursday, May 28th at 3:30, we hope that you will thrive in college, and we know that with all of the supports and programs that are available, we think that you can. And so we want to tell you about all of those programs in a little bit more detail. Today, several programs were mentioned, and we were able to highlight the Reentry Connect program. Next week on Thursday in our 3rd session, we're going to be talking about the Disability Support Services program, the Extended Opportunities Program and Services, Legacy, Umoja, Puente, Student Activities, and the Strategic Diversity Success Initiative that Fullerton College offers. And then, as I already mentioned, in addition, at that session next week on Thursday, we'll be giving you a financial aid seminar that covers topics to help both undocumented and documented students apply for college and find out what the options are. So with that, I'd like to invite you to spend the next few minutes with us asking any questions that you might have. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask them in using your voice if you want to, or if you prefer the chat is live and we can use that. I want to also ask if you would do a favor for all of us and answer the survey that we're going to be emailing next week after Thursday. We've put together a quick survey to ask how your experience was in our seminar today, as well as the webinars that are coming up tomorrow and on Thursday next week. It's going to be completed online, and it just takes about 5 minutes, about 10 or 12 questions, and we'd really appreciate your feedback. So thank you all so much, my guest speakers, the students that have joined us today, everybody. I wish you a fantastic day and a great weekend ahead. And for our student ambassadors and Fullerton College and Cypress College student panelists, good luck on your finals. Thank you so much for joining us. If you need more help or information, we have our NOCE counselors that are on the line right now that can answer questions in addition to the counselors and faculty and staff that have joined us in presenting to you this morning. Please visit the ESL Mentorship Program via our website, noce.edu, if you'd like to get connected with that program that Hilda oversees, as well as NOCE Counseling and Student Services are both available under the Student Services tab on our NOCE website. So you guys have a great day. If there's any more questions or conversation that can be had, we'll stay on the line for about another 5 minutes. And Belinda, are there anything that has been typed in that you'd like to share with the group?
No questions. I think just check out Angel's information on the Promise program at Fullerton College. He included an email and the website where students can contact him.
Okay, great. Thank you, Angel.
I just wanted to say thank you so much, Linda, for inviting us, and Belinda for helping facilitate and coordinate the event, and whoever else on your team. We really appreciate it, your support, and we're excited to hopefully get to hear from some of your students soon. So thank you from Cypress.
Thank you too. Okay, well with that, I think that we'll go ahead and wrap up our session. It doesn't look like we have any questions that are coming in right at this moment. So again, thank you all. Have a great day and hope to see you at our session tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Everybody take care.